Hey guys, welcome to another video. I'm Amy, this is my health and fitness channel, and today I'm going to talk to you about why I quit lifting heavy weights. So before we get into it, if you want to learn more about mindset and movement, then you can check out my free ebook which tells you all about functional training and the mindset behind training and how to achieve the results you want. If you want to gain muscle, or if you want to lose weight, or if you want to do more pull-ups, you can check out my book there. And yeah, so how I got started with fitness and training was that, originally I was into sports at school. That's something that I started on my own because I just became passionate about movement because it was a release for me, a stress release, and then it just became a skill and something that I wanted to develop. And so I played sports at school, and then when I was 16, I started going to the gym and I started training, and I was into strength training because I wanted to get more toned and have the physique I wanted. I also wanted to be really strong and just really fit in general, be able to do stuff. And so what I did was I followed a lot of trends, and like a lot of people were doing squats and deadlifts and stuff like that. So that's what I started getting into initially, and I was really strong at the time. I was lifting 75 kilos doing squats while I only weighed like 48. And I'm not saying this to brag, and I don't even think I was that good, but I'm just saying where I came from. And I was also able to do 12 pull-ups at the time quite easily and do 3 sets of that, wide grip pull-ups that is, as well. And that was where I came from, right? And I was really strong at the time. However, although I was strong, I wasn't very flexible. I wasn't very mobile, and I wasn't able to move easily, and I didn't have really good body control. Like, it wasn't terrible, but there was so much room for improvement that I wasn't aware of until I became a personal trainer and I started working with my mentor Rob, who taught me all about this functional training and the principles behind it, load to unload, and how it just makes life a lot easier when you're able to move your body in a way where it's free and you have control. You're not going to get injured very easily if you develop this ability. And so that's where I came from. That's why I decided to change from doing strength training to doing functional training. I do occasionally still do isolated strength movements, but that's just occasionally if I want to work a certain muscle group. I generally prefer, and I much more enjoy doing functional training. And so yeah, the first reason really was to get more body control. I wanted more control of my body so I wouldn't get injured or feel tight in certain areas. I wanted to balance out my body because I used to be very tight in the left hip flexor, and to this day there is still a little bit of imbalance there, but from the past 2 years of training, I've corrected that to an extent where I don't have any pain there anymore, and I'm just able to move and do movements so much more easily and efficiently and quickly. And I can just do much more of my body. Like, I'm able to do the splits now, which I was never able to do in my life before, and I never thought I could actually do that. And all I did was really just follow a few tips that I put in another video on how to improve your flexibility. You can find that video in the description, and you can check out those tips there. But that's all I did, plus doing the functional type training to achieve that result of doing the splits. And that was the side splits at the time, and now I'm able to almost do the middle splits. I can't completely do them, but that's something that I'm still working on. And yeah, so my next point is that I wanted to gain functional strength. I wanted to be strong in all areas, like from different angles, not just strong doing certain movements. So not just strong doing squats, or not just strong doing deadlifts or doing shoulder press or whatever, but strong in being able to do things, for example, like a Turkish get up where you have to hold the weight above you straight, and you have to be flexible and mobile as well to do that movement. Like, that requires function. And something else that I'm working on currently that I can't do at the moment is a single leg squat. So that again requires a lot of body control, because control really is the ability to being able to decelerate, because that's where injuries come, when you're not able to decelerate. So that comes in the second phase of the movement. So the concentric phase, the phase where you're flexing, that's the easy stage for most people, but the deceleration is the slow phase. And a bicep curl isn't the best example for this because it doesn't require that much deceleration. However, in any exercise, that's the principle. And that being strong in both phases is where true strength comes. And that's something that I have developed from doing this training. And yeah, lastly, I just wanted to be able to do more calisthenics type things, more cool movements such as L-sit, pull-ups, different types of push-ups, and handstand push-ups, and human flag. I can't do human flag. I can do handstand push-ups, pull-ups, and all different variations of push-ups. But yeah, I'm still working on the harder movements. But this is why I do this type of training, because it enables me to do those other things. And yes, I have to work on calisthenics skills as well. But if I do any type of weighted training, it'll be in a functional way where it increases my ability to do more of my body. That's the main goal and objective over why I train this way. And I love training this way because it is super fun to be able to do all these things to your body. And every training session, I'm learning something new. I work on things that I already know, and I learn on things that I don't know, to develop my skill and my coordination and my agility and my strength and all these principles of training, not just working on, for example, getting slimmer or just gaining muscle or just getting stronger in a certain way. I'm focused on all these different areas, and I want to improve my focus and my ability to do all these things. So that's why I don't lift heavy weights anymore. Having said that, doesn't mean that I'm never going to do a squat with barbell. I don't particularly want to do that, but there are definitely benefits of doing that. There's nothing wrong with any kind of training. This is just how I choose to train, and I do believe that it is the most beneficial, most best use of your time if you're going to do anything training. It's going to get you the best results in all different areas, and you can focus this type of training on what you want to achieve as well, whether it be skill-based or strength-based or whatever. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and also if you want to check out my free ebook, check it out in the link below about mindset and movement, and I'll see you guys in the next